how do I stop thinking if I'm always thinking? So you follow the rhythm of your breathing. Thought is a energy formation. It is not who you are. There has to be something that underlies your thought process. Otherwise, the thought process wouldn't be seen or wouldn't be recognized. For example, the cat is there and it sees a mouse. It's not going to try to go beyond its mind to not get the mouse. It's conditional. It's cyclical. So it's thousands of years. This is what it's been doing, and it has not gone any further. Human beings, on the other hand, we have gone a little further in evolution, where we can consciously participate in the creative structure of the universe. So ultimately, aren't we just a thought? Someone asked. And to reveal that within yourself, you have to look at your thought and see for yourself, is there anything beyond that? A good practice to step into observation of thought, as we can call it here, is to take a moment and take a few conscious breaths. Recognize the energy field of your inner body. Notice that that does not need any thinking to exist, so to speak, because the energy field of your body is not visible, it's not existing, so to speak, but it's there. It's invisible, we can call it. So ultimately, you are invisible. You have a physical body, you have a mind structure, all these other aspects, emotional, energy field, but ultimately, the essence of who you are is invisible. I thought we'd talk a little bit more about that because every so often I'll hear a comment about, or read a comment about, aren't we just our thoughts? And they'll have a deep realization about how they can be their thoughts, so to speak, deep, but may not have gone deep enough if you haven't recognized that quiet essence, that invisible essence of who you are. And going a little bit deeper into that, it will be, if you were your thought, then probably as you were born, you come out as a baby, a few months old or so, you don't really have any conceptual thinking. So if you were your thought, you could probably see where I'm going with that. And ultimately, if you were your thought, then you wouldn't be able to go beyond it. It would just still be you. But for everyone, even if you haven't, maybe if you're not awakening or you haven't been gone any deeper than thought, you may not be able to recognize that you're not your thought. But ultimately, using these practices and using your own daily routines to invite that invisible, let's call it invisible you, into reality, which is the non-conceptual you, inviting it more into your life throughout your daily life, throughout your daily routine, but ultimately bring more awareness to that dimension of life, the stillness, the presence. So even here, being here, before I start recording the videos or anything, I always recognize that presence within myself. I'll take a few conscious breaths, look around. I don't need to think about it. It's not even being yourself. It's being a thought. Because, like I said a second ago, when you were a baby, you had ultimately no thought. You didn't pick up the thoughts or get the thoughts transmitted to you until you were able to understand them. So, that in itself kind of proves that you're not just a thought. Someone also even asked, how do I stop thinking if I'm always thinking? Ultimately, just like that. But, okay, what did you do? Someone may ask. I shift my attention from my thinking over to the inner energy field of my body, and also become aware of your breathing. It's the most basic technique there, if we want to call it technique, because it's not really a doing. So you can't really call it a technique. It's more of a realization, which is not really a doing. It's something that you notice. So you follow the rhythm of your breathing. And as long as you're following the rhythm of your breathing, you can't be thinking. It's a wonderful phenomenon that human beings can access. Animals can't access it. They're just continuously conditional. For example, the cat is there and it sees a mouse. It's not going to try to go beyond its mind to not get the mouse. It's conditional. It's cyclical. So it's thousands of years. This is what it's been doing, and it has not gone any further. Human beings, on the other hand, we have gone a little further in evolution, where we can consciously participate in the creative structure of the universe. Consciously. And not only limit ourselves to our conditional thought. So, daily routine has to do with things you do. Daily routine can also have to do with how are you being? How are you being? You have to kind of find a balance in between the doing and the being, because the space here between the hands is you, not the content in between the hands, which is thought.